Imagine this. You've just absolutely pushed through a killer workout. Your muscles are buzzing, heart's pounding, right? And that inevitable energy dick starts to creep in. Your mind naturally, it drifts to a quick refuel, something satisfying. But instead of the usual suspects, maybe a, sad-looking protein bar or like a sugary sports drink pitcher, something entirely unexpected rolling up. A sleek vending cart, maybe even solar-powered, glides silently into view. And what's it offering? Not your typical chips, no. Something that genuinely catches your eye. Glowing, green, crispy, savory snacks made from algae. Now, if that sounds like pure science fiction, well, you're probably not alone thinking that. But here on the Deep Dive, we're finding that this isn't just some, whimsical notion. It's actually a fascinating, tangible convergence of cutting-edge sustainability, breakthrough biotech, and really smart vending innovation. It's a vision that, well, we believe is poised to redefine how we think about healthy on-the-go fuel.
It really is an intriguing concept, isn't it? And what's particularly striking is how perfectly it seems to align with the major currents of, well, right now, 2025. I mean, we're seeing biotechnology just leap forward. The need for sustainable food systems is becoming, frankly, undeniable. And there's this rapidly expanding market for functional foods. So this idea, it doesn't just click. It almost feels inevitable, hitting all those critical points at once.
Absolutely. And our mission today is to dive deep into this green gains on the go idea. We want to explore precisely why algae-grown snacks from a vending cart in your gyms isn't just some quirky idea, but actually a powerful, pretty well-grounded vision for the future of sustainable snacking and, yeah, even microbusiness. So let's unpack this fascinating future. Okay, so you've called algae a superstar, but I think for many people, it still conjures up images of like stagnant ponds or maybe cleaning an aquarium, right? How do we bridge that gap? What's the real game changer about algae that moves it beyond just a quirky idea, especially in today's global food conversation? Maybe just quickly, for our listeners, when we say functional foods, what exactly are we talking about here?
That's a really crucial distinction to make. The true insight here isn't just that algae is nutritious, it's that it offers an unprecedented density of essential nutrients. Things like complete proteins, vital omega-3s, And it does this using just a fraction of the land and water that traditional agriculture demands.
Wow.
So this solves a critical scalability problem for healthy, sustainable food production. It makes it, well, ideal for the compact post-workout fuel we're talking about. And functional foods, yeah, basically we mean ingredients that go beyond just basic nutrition to offer specific health benefits. Think things like probiotics for gut health, or maybe ingredients that boost cognitive function. Algae, with its really unique nutrient profile, it naturally slots right into this kind of elevated category. And just to give you some concrete examples, there are firms like Solar Foods and Veramaris who are already making significant strides. They're not just experimenting. They are actively turning air, algae, and renewable energy into viable protein sources.
Really, air?
Yeah, and fish oil alternatives, too. This isn't theoretical stuff. It's happening right now, demonstrating the incredible potential of these microorganisms. So if we think about the broader implications, imagine scaling that kind of sustainable production to create portable, fast nutrition snacks tailored for individuals on the go.
That's a powerful vision, definitely. And the image of those glowing green snacks, it really sticks with you. It sounds almost futuristic, yet you're saying this isn't just a concept, it's something already taking shape.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder, though, that green glow, is that just clever marketing, or is there a scientific reason behind it? Does that add to its appeal?
It's a great question, actually, and it speaks to the product's authenticity. That natural green glow we keep picturing, that's often because of compounds like chlorophyll, the pigment plants and algae used for photosynthesis.
Ah, right.
So it's a visual indicator of its rich photosynthetic power and nutrient density. It's both visually striking and scientifically accurate, which makes for fantastic branding, really.
Okay, so we've got this amazing algae snack, but, putting any healthy snack in a vending machine isn't exactly revolutionary, is it? What makes this specific vending cart concept, especially right at a gym, a truly smart move for this particular product? Are there, unique challenges or advantages to this very targeted approach that elevate it beyond just another healthy option you might find on a store shelf?
Well, this vending concept, it draws a lot of inspiration from the rapid success we've seen with creative side ventures and that entrepreneurial spirit that's really thriving today. We've seen this surge in unique micro businesses, kind of like that example of Australia's young vending machine mogul aiming for 1,000 units.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading about that.
The real growth juice as the source put it, for microbusinesses here is this. Traditional food ventures. They need huge capital, complex supply chains. This model, by leveraging advanced, efficient algae production and a highly targeted mobile vending unit, it drastically lowers that barrier to entry. And what makes this particularly ingenious for this algae snack is how it kind of sidesteps those traditional retail hurdles. You're not fighting for shelf space in a crowded grocery store,
Oh,
right?
yeah, definitely not.
Instead, you're creating a highly curated, almost exclusive micro-market right at the exact point of need. You're capitalizing on impulse and immediate demand where other, maybe less agile businesses simply can't compete. The entrepreneurial twist here is quite clever, really, swapping, traditional sugary sodas for these cutting-edge algae chips, and critically, swapping the generic mall location for the highly targeted environment of a gym. It's an incredibly smart, agile business model, a healthy sustainability edge hustle, as they say.
That model certainly seems to hit all the right notes for efficiency and mission alignment. But what are the inherent risks or hurdles for a micro-entrepreneur trying to launch something so novel? Is securing the supply chain for these algae chips, for instance, is that straightforward? Or could that be a potential bottleneck? It sounds exciting, but the devil's often in the details, isn't it?
You raise a very fair point there. While the concept reduces some barriers, others definitely remain. The novelty of algae itself means consumer education is absolutely key. And yes, establishing a reliable supply chain with quality-controlled algae producers would be paramount. That's crucial.
Okay.
It's not a completely frictionless path, no. But the advantage is that the smaller scale of a microbusiness allows for more direct relationships and, well, more adaptability to these challenges compared to, say, a huge national rollout. It really comes down to strategic partnerships and a very focused market entry.
That makes sense. It's about using that agility. So, okay, we have this amazing superfood, a smart delivery concept. The big question naturally becomes, how do we actually bring green gains on the go to life? What are the practical steps involved, from getting the algae into our hands right up to that satisfying crunch?
Right. This is where the concept moves from just an intriguing idea to a fully fleshed out business blueprint. Let's maybe break it down into 4 key areas. First, you've got production. The initial step would involve partnering with a specialized lab or perhaps a microfarm that's already growing algae. This ensures you get a consistent, high-quality supply.
Okay, partnership first.
Exactly. Once harvested, the algae would then need to be dried and flavored into chips. Our sources suggest some delicious possibilities like classic sea salt or maybe a more adventurous, spicy algae dill flavor. The key is creating something palatable, appealing, that doesn't just taste healthy, but genuinely satisfies that snack craving. You need to overcome any initial hesitation about trying a new food source. Next up is logistics. This is all about the delivery system itself. We're picturing a solar-powered cart, right?
Yeah, a solar part is cool.
It is. It not only emphasizes sustainability, but also offers mobility and flexibility. This cart would be strategically stationed outside gyms or maybe even potentially parks, targeting those peak times when people are most in need of a quick, nutritious boost. Its mobility means it can adapt to demand, maybe even move between different locations, optimizing for foot traffic. Then there's marketing. This is absolutely crucial for a novel product like algae chips. The visual appeal, that blue-green hue in the snacks themselves, is a natural differentiator.
Stands out.
It really does. You could brand it with a catchy name like Gym Side Glow, maybe, and a tagline that resonates, something like Snack Smart, Snack Green. And to really get people on board, you'd probably use experiential marketing like sampling demos on Earth Conscious days or maybe at fitness events. Let people taste it, experience the product firsthand. That builds curiosity and familiarity, turning that novelty into actual excitement. And finally, scale. You wouldn't launch 1,000 carts overnight, obviously.
No, probably not.
The smart approach would be to start with a pilot program, maybe at just a single gym. This lets you test the concept, gather that vital feedback, and refine your operations. Once it's proven successful, then the model could be expanded to larger fitness chains, maybe even wellness festivals, gradually increasing your reach and impact.
That blueprint really shows. This isn't just some fun concept. It's actually a remarkably well-thought-out, practical business model. It truly demonstrates how innovation, sustainability, and that entrepreneurial spirit can converge into a viable, really exciting venture. It's a compelling vision for what a microbusiness can actually achieve today. So we've discussed the what and the how, but let's circle back to the why it matters to you. The person may be thinking about grabbing a snack. How do these algae snacks fit into contemporary health trends, especially for someone who's just finished a tough workout? And what specific benefits could they offer over, say, a traditional protein bar?
Well, these snacks really lean into what we're seeing called clean ingredient health trends. They definitely move beyond just basic nutrition. I mean, we're seeing things like mushroom-based drinks designed for cognitive boosts, or even DNA-targeted functional beverages promising personalized wellness.
Right, that's super personalized stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And algae chips fit right into this space because they're not just, empty calories. They're a targeted bioavailable fuel source.
Right.
One really intriguing aspect is the specific benefits these algae chips could offer. We're potentially talking about packing in omega-3s, which you often find in fish oil, but here it's sourced sustainably.
That's a big plus.
Huge. Plus, a range of micronutrients or a significant boost of complete protein, all in this compact, convenient form. So this isn't just a snack, it's more like a nutritional powerhouse designed for optimal performance and recovery, and the marketing strategy is equally astute. Positioning them explicitly as pre-post-workout fuel, it taps directly into that immediate need for recovery or sustained energy, and that natural green glow we mentioned. That becomes a unique, really recognizable branding asset.
That is exciting. The whole idea of a snack that doesn't just momentarily fill you up, but actively contributes to your long-term wellness. With such unique and vital nutritional benefits, that's a huge draw. I admit I might need a few more sips of coffee to fully embrace that vibrant green visual at, like, 6 a.m. post-spin class. But the functional benefits are definitely calling my name. It feels like it's moving beyond just healthy to actively optimizing what we consume, especially at those crucial post-workout moments. And beyond the personal health benefits, let's shift focus a bit to the environmental side. Because for many of us, making sustainable choices isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It feels like a must-have. So how does this whole idea tick the sustainability box for eco-conscious consumers, especially living in an urban environment where green choices can sometimes feel limited?
Oh, this concept really shines on the eco-friendly front. It offers some really practical solutions, especially in an urban setting. First off, the vending operation itself is designed with sustainability built in, powered by solar panels, right? That's a direct, tangible commitment to renewable energy right there at the point of sale. Pretty visible. Then, if we look at the bigger picture, you have the algae itself, which, crucially, can be grown locally. This significantly reduces transportation emissions, and as we mentioned before, it does so with a minimal water and land footprint compared to conventional agriculture. One really key point here is that because algae can be cultivated so efficiently, maybe even in urban or peri-urban settings, it drastically reduces the food miles and all the complex cold chain logistics usually associated with transporting fresh, perishable produce from distant farms.
Okay. Less travel.
Exactly. It offers a truly localized, low-carbon food source right where people actually live and work. So this offers you, the consumer, a genuinely tangible green choice, even when you're caught in the hustle and bustle of what our source called a concrete jungle. It's really about integrating sustainability into everyday convenience.
And that's exactly what so many of us are looking for, isn't it? We want to do good, but let's be honest, convenience often wins out when we're pressed for time. This model seems to bridge that gap perfectly. It allows you to align your values with your quick snack needs. It just feels good to make a choice that supports both your body and the planet, especially when it's right there, right when you need it most. So there you have it. It's been a truly fascinating journey we've taken today, hasn't it? We've explored this incredible convergence of biotech innovation with algae as a superfood. We've embraced green living through solar-powered vending and identified the potential for a whole new kind of snackable business that's both impactful and, well, profitable. This deep dive into green gains on the go really showcases how something that seems a bit quirky on the surface can actually be profoundly visionary.
Yeah, stepping back, this deep dive perfectly illustrates just how timely this entire idea is. It sits squarely at the intersection of these critical trends shaping 2025 and, frankly, beyond. You've got the urgent need for sustainable food sources, the accelerating pace of biotech development, and that ever-growing demand for functional foods that support our health and well-being. It's really a compelling snapshot of what's potentially next in sustainable consumer choices.
And what makes this particular idea so memorable, I think, so aligned with the future, is its boldness and its complete integration of all these forward-thinking elements. It's a vision that truly sticks with you, long after the workout is over.
Which raises an important question, maybe for you, our listener, to ponder. Beyond just algae, what other sustainable superfoods or maybe truly innovative delivery methods might be poised to disrupt our daily routines? How else might we reshape how we think about convenient, healthy, and eco-conscious snacking in the near future? The future of food, it seems, is only just beginning to glow.